Wow. Hey, it's Poisson Variance, your mathematical maestro and LaTeX linguist. Although, I haven't really done anything LaTeX since my debut and since I got my new moniker. But, like, well, I actually, hold on a minute. I guess I was writing in Markdown during some of these Project Euler streams. Does that count? I feel like that counts. You know what? I'm gonna decide it does count. I'm gonna decide it does count, in fact. You guys can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to do. Except when I'm like, but I can ask for your opinion. I can ask you for stuff. Like, hey Chad, you have $6,000 to fund my first semester of college? No. How is everybody doing though? I hope everybody is doing well. My chat hasn't updated, but I don't know why it hasn't updated on screen. But hey, Jay, glad you could make it. Hello? Chat bubble? Chat box? Chat box, do you want to update? Okay, my chat box apparently doesn't want to update, so that's cool. Let me try refreshing it. No? Well, you guys might not exist for this stream. Very cool. Very cool. I trust, I know you, here, let me check the other one. No, the other one, you guys don't exist yet either. Why don't you guys exist? Why don't you guys exist? Okay. Let me try. I'm gonna end stream and then restart stream immediately. So let me I might have to copy and paste the data over if it doesn't properly switch up. Oh, I think because it wants to. Well, I'm actually curious. It might want to do the Undertale stream stuff. I'm curious. Test. If this shows up, that means that it's going through the Undertale stream instead of the regular stream that I have, like the Undertale stream that's going to be tomorrow. Yep. Cool. Cool. That's great. Okay, let me try privating that, maybe. And then going back here, going back to my own. Why OBS? Why YouTube? Why YouTube do this? People schedule multiple streams out all the time. Why is it defaulting to that one, though? Test. Refresh. There we go. Okay, got it. Cool. Cool beans. You guys now exist. I just had to go in private the old stream, or not the old stream, the new stream, the stream from tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream is privated now. And then refresh this, and now you guys exist. All right. How I forgot my tea downstairs. How is everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? Meow. Yeah, I took off the cat ears. I took off the cat ears because I was gonna do some recording this morning, and then instead of doing recording, I played Baldur's Gate. But I immediately lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I had the cat ears on, and I got rid of the cat ears because I was gonna record, and I was like, I don't want cat ears in my next math talk video. And then I didn't record. I saw Baldur's Gate sitting on my desktop, and I was like, okay, but what if I did? And then I did. But you know what? It's my day off, so I got to have fun the way I wanted to. That's what's important to me. I got to have fun. Just like how I generate content to specific cater to I generate content catered specifically to myself. No one can tell me otherwise. I will fight back if they do. Even if they do, I'm so lazy. Listen. I'm not that lazy. I'm not that lazy. I'm a bit lazy. I'm a bit lazy sometimes. It's my day off. I was like, it's funny. I actually set up everything. I like opened OBS. I set up my VTube studio. I got all my notes out for recording, and I was like, and I just didn't. It was like all set up on my desk, all ready to go, and then I just nope. Just nope. Not doing that right now, I guess. Instead of being lazy, I could have solved the Riemann hypothesis. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. You know, that could have been a strong alternative. Maybe that'll be the 1000th problem we do. The 1000th problem will be solving the Riemann hypothesis. That would be such a funny... That would be... Imagine the scientific community. Imagine this, the mathematical community. It's like Riemann hypothesis summed, or a Riemann hypothesis solved by VTuber and his chat. You forgot your math homework. Give you 6 minutes and 58 seconds. Okay, we're starting a timer. Timer. 6:58. Starting now. You get a bit of extra time because I took some time to Google the timer. But yeah, there's a timer now running for Ava. If Ava is not back by 6 minutes and 58 seconds, permabanned. Permabanned. I'm curious what your math homework even is. Because you're very good at math. You're very smart. I feel like you're smart beyond your years, so you should be able to do it well and quickly. Ever remember to do your homework? Is that to Ava or to me? That's a good question about Ava, because I feel like Ava never does. I don't know if that's true, but Ava gives off the vibes of someone who never does. What is homework? Homework is what people are required to do instead of going to work. It's work that happens at home. You know, or is that housework? These are the questions. They're not good questions, but they are some of the questions of all time. The difference between housework and homework. Working on your house versus why are they different? Like working on your home. What if I'm doing home renovations? Is home renovations count as housework or homework? No, more. I wouldn't say slavery. It's more of I mean the opposite of regular. No, okay. The way I described it. Okay, fair. I said the opposite of regular work, or work you do regular. It's indentured servitude towards what if you're homeless? Home is where the heart is, so as long as you have a heart, you're fine. So like, what was it? Tin Man from Wizard of Oz? He can't do homework. He can't do home renovations either. Anybody else, as long as you have a heart, it doesn't even have to be beating, I guess. As long as you have a heart and you know where it is, you're housed. Well, you're not housed. You're homed. Because I think the term they use nowadays is unhoused. The term is unhoused instead of homeless, so I guess probability is F you up so bad you might quit math altogether. To be fair, statistics is its own field of math, so don't let statistics off-color you from the rest of mathematics. Just ignore stats. Probability is cool, or stats in general, I find very cool. But yeah, it is its own field, and I really have to, you have to sit and learn it separate from the way you learn a lot of other stuff. The concepts overlap enough where it's like utilizing math properties and math concepts in a way that is very useful. Like, like high dimensional probability is, I find, very cool, because it's not like it's not like a stats course. It's more analysis. I'm gonna need to respond to. Sorry, I'm writing down. I was writing a note on my whiteboard to respond to an email from someone. Oh, and then it's gonna be at hospital. Well, okay. It's amazing how unintuitive conditional probability is. There are certain things where it's like, yeah, there's this one problem I remember one of my coworkers was doing, because he was taking a stats course, and it was like, if you have like 12 students, or you have like all these different combinations of students, and it's like 1 in 12 students has a fear of spiders. Don't quote me on this exactly, because this is not going to be correct, but it was like 1 in 12 students or something has a fear of spiders, and then you like have a bunch of different combinations of students, groups of students. What's the chance that someone in each group has a fear of spiders? And it's like 50%. And it goes against everything your intuition would suggest. So I totally get that. It like, you're like, but it's 1 in 12. Why is it, or 1 in 10 or something? Why is it such a high chance? And because you have to account for all the different possibilities of, well, if just 1 student is afraid of spiders, versus 2 students, versus 3 students, versus 4 students, versus 5 students, versus, you know, up to, if there's like 12 students or 10 students in a group. Then you up summing those probabilities, and so you end up with a much higher chance of someone having a fear of spiders in this group of 10 people, instead of it just being like a 1 in 10 chance. It's weird. I get it when I break it down, but yeah, it goes against intuition. So you have to build, the fact that you have to essentially build up new intuition is weird, but it's also very useful, because then it becomes directly applicable. Because if you have to build up this new intuition, the idea is that you can then apply it to your day-to-day life and apply it to day-to-day concepts, so that this intuition carries over into the rest of your life. So when you try and do something based off of probabilities, then yeah, it's part of combinations and permutations, right? Because you're doubling up on these chances of order, or in this case, order doesn't matter, but you're doubling up on these chances of different combinations. And by doubling up, I actually mean stacking up, you know, to the nth power of how many students. But it's worth it. So that's why I need to take another stats course at some point. Maybe I'll take one. Jesus Christ. That scared me so bad, my heart is pounding. Oh my god. My heart's literally pounding. That scared me so badly. Ava, your 6 minutes and 58 seconds is over. You had asked for more time, but I had given you more time by the 30 seconds it had taken me to set up the timer. Whew. Oh my god. Whew. You're done? All right, congratulations. You finished on time. You don't get permabanned. Oh my god. I didn't expect that to scare me so bad. Perfectly timed. It was perfectly timed. Congratulations, Ava, on being perfectly timed. Okay. I don't know why that scared me so bad. I was even staring at the timer as it was counting down on my browser. But it was just something about, I guess, the noise, how loud it was. Something. It just It rattled me. I'm gonna need a minute. Whew. Okay. Traumatized by a Google timer was not on my 2026 bingo card, but I guess we're here. I guess we're here. I guess that's the cards we've been dealt, so that's the cards we'll play. And you have the Indian music? You're gonna have to be more specific. I feel like there's many Bollywood productions. Yeah, I like the Indian music, the music of India. How much of streams is just rambling and like making noises? And I feel like so much of not just my stream but any stream is just kind of like, that's something I've noticed where it's like, apparently just chatting streams, like, so if you do a stream and then you just chat, do like a just chatting, the one that goes dinga 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 dinga, oh, that's specific. Something I've noticed though with VTubers is just like, if they transition into playing a game or something, it actually drops their average viewership during the period where they're playing that game. You get more viewership if you just sit and yap over a period of time. But the thing is, I don't think I would necessarily have, unless I wonder how much stuff is pre-prepared, how much preparation people go into just chatting streams. Because I feel like if I didn't have a significant amount of preparation, I wouldn't have stuff to talk about for 8 hours. It's amazing to me that streamers are able to host those, or not host, have, you know, 8-hour streams of just yapping. Like, that's genuinely impressive. What do you talk about? What do you talk about for 8 hours? I wouldn't know what to talk about for 8 hours. I can't even talk for an hour. That's not true. I can totally talk for an hour. You've seen me talk for an hour. I guess it depends on the day though, because like some days I feel like I'll yap for like 45 minutes and then transition into the next thing. Some days it'll be 5 minutes, 15 minutes. I don't think it's ever really 5 minutes. I think I need to get a little bit of yapping out. A little bit of yapping out. Why do I have my Blue Sky linked on here? I don't really ever post on my Blue Sky. That reminds me, I need to update my Twitch. Because my Twitch, all my Twitch says is... My Twitch is there specifically so that I can chat in people's chats. And then it's just like... It's just like, why are you even here? And then it's just a link to my YouTube or something. It's something like that. Let me double check what my Twitch looks like. Maybe that's why... I see a lot of VTubers are introverts, and maybe that's part of it, where it's like, because they're introverted, they actually have a lot to talk about, and they just don't realize it. They don't realize how much they have to talk about, and so they end up just talking non-stop. Why do I have 48 followers on my Twitch? It's still amazing to me that I would have 48 followers on. Let me double check. Let me customize my channel so it just says go to my YouTube. Oh yeah, but that's all out of date because it has my old model and old picture and stuff on there. Why are you here? Just go to my YouTube. And the little heart. I'm actually gonna do the heart that's Okay. Now my YouTube is updated, or not my YouTube, my Twitch. Well, it will be in a moment. And it also doesn't have my Twitter on here. I don't really post on my Blue Sky. I post on my Twitter because unfortunately Twitter is the way to go for the social interaction stuff, for the, if you want to plug yourself. But yeah, it'll never not be. Despite it getting worse, it's still blech. It's still better, or like more prominent than anywhere else. So for the foreseeable future, for the foreseeable future, it'll all be on Twitter. Update my profile picture. Thumbnail. There we go. There we go. Get my new profile picture. Ta-da! I have 49 followers on Twitch. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Time to continue to never stream on there. It's just so hard to build a brand. It's so hard to build a brand on Twitch, because it really is just like there's so much more support for larger, not smaller, the exact opposite, in fact, for larger content creators that is not carried over for smaller content creators. So yeah, how people actually get big on Twitch, I will never know. I will never understand. It's all saved. That's all saved. Oh boy, yeah, I got my 49. Wow. Are we gonna start yelling at code? Yeah, we probably should. We probably should. Oh my god. Oh. That's awesome. Good for her. I haven't been on Twitch in a while. Just someone, funny enough, someone I've collabed with before, Sakura. She used to average like maybe 30 viewers, and then I look and she's averaging 100 right now. That's awesome. Good for her. Good for her. Hop off, bestie. Hop off, bestie. Okay. Yes, we will start yelling at code in a minute. Set up a bot that just posts a link to whatever you post on Blue Sky. That's a funny idea. Just bots that just post, just counter post. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you could hang out for a bit. I'm glad you could hang out for a bit, and yes, we shall have a good stream. Okay. Well, now that I've thoroughly... Oh, crack my neck. Thoroughly done that, I will take the 30-minute mark, which happens in 2 seconds from when I hit live. And I will go use the restroom real quick. And then we will transition over into Project Euler. God, I'm out of it. I'm zoned. I will grab my tea and we'll transition to Project Euler. Okay. Okay. Then be right back. Yes, I returned with my tea. And a lack of fluids. I don't know. Didn't need to say that. Alrighty. Time to transition. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. VS Code isn't open. I wasn't even full screened. 10 overlay. Current problem. Problem counter. Open VS Code. And then exhale. It still thinks, it still keeps calling this folder Rust, and I don't know why. We're not in the Rust folder at all. And then the other thing I need to do is open up Project Euler, because it might have changed the problem. I don't know if it changes the specifics of the problems at all. 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8. First 10 terms. Okay. You think you have an idea for this, but you know, I have no idea how Python is? I haven't looked at this yet. Here, let me look at it now, and then the important thing would just be the concept behind it, because that's more important than the actual coding itself. Is the understanding the conceptual stuff. So, also I'm trying to practice talking quieter so that it doesn't echo so much, because I think that contributes to the echo-ness is when I get loud. And I don't need to get loud because the microphone is right next to my face. ASMR. Highly divisible triangular number, problem 12. Okay. Whew. Oh, cool. I need to, here, let me refresh this chat as well. I don't know why that one was. Let's see if you guys exist. You guys exist. Cool. It needs to update, but you guys, it'll update. Highly divisible triangular number, problem 12. The sequence of triangular numbers is generated by adding the natural numbers. Okay. So, the seventh triangular number would be 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7. The first 10 terms would be 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, 21, 28, 36, 45, 55. Let us list the factors of the first 7 triangle numbers. 1 is 1, that's 1 and 3, that's 1, 2, 3, and 6, that's 1, 2, 5, and 10, that's 1, 3, 5, and 15. Oh. Maybe. We can see that 28 is the first triangle number to have over 5 divisors. What is the value of the first triangle number to have over 500 divisors? Whew. So let's think about it. Analyzing our pattern here, what do we got? What patterns are we looking at? I'm curious. I'm gonna write out. So just for my sake, I'm gonna go ahead and write out like what 28 is. 1, 2, 4, 7, 14, 28. Yeah. And then we're gonna say what's 36's. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18, and 36. Okay, actually grows pretty fast. 45 has 1, 5, or sorry, 1, 3, 5, 15, 9, 45. I did that out of order. So, what are we seeing with this? Let me also do 55. Interesting. So I'm noticing, well, so certain numbers will definitely have a lot more pieces. Like anything even will automatically have more. A multiple of 2, a multiple of 3. So I'm curious. I am curious, Ava. What's your idea? What's your general idea? 1, 5, 11, 55. Oh, there's nothing. Because, like, how many does 36 have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how would we follow the pattern to find... And even if it's not code, I'm just curious conceptually how you're looking at analyzing it. I'm gonna put it in the Discord. Okay. Then I will take this moment to enjoy a nice sip of tea. Mm. Seventh triangular number. So it also has to do with the fact that we're working with triangular numbers. There might be a property of that I'm just not familiar with, but that's the case for everything. There is always something that you're possibly not familiar with. Anyways. Let's see. For 7 the factors of the first triangle numbers. There's something. As we sum more and more, we have to account for the factors. So it's going to be something fun with a summation, is what I'm possibly thinking. Where's my iPad? Where's my notes for that? Stuff around. Possibly surrounding, yeah, the concept of a summation, or how do I break it down into some sort of product? Because I guess that's the other thing I want to consider. So even if we look at, say, let's look at 36. I'm just going to focus solely on 36 right now. So I can focus on the next term and get an idea of what I'm going for. Get the list of triangle. Okay, so here, I'll read your idea in a second, Ava. First, I want to just write this out for myself. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus... Oops. 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8. That's how we get to where we get to. Oh, I think I have something, but let's see. Let's see. What are your ideas? get a list of triangle numbers. Take a triangle number and repeatedly divide it by every integer under the value of the root of that triangle number plus 1. Yeah. If the result is an integer, add that divisor and quotient to the list of divisors for the particular triangle number. Get how many numbers are in the divisor, repeat until number. This probably takes a while. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be very efficient. So something else though is in the same vein, or in the same vein of the looking at, you know, square root of n plus 1 concept is in the primes. What about the primes can we identify? That's something I'm thinking. So this isn't divisible by a prime. This is, let's look at the, okay, I got something. So take the number, here's my idea. Take n, there we go, now it's the correct n. Oh, you guys can see. Take n, divide, take n, find all primes of n, and then multiply the primes out. The root is mine there to stop halfway in the list of divisor. No, I know. And that works out well. The reference wasn't things. The reference was in the. Yes. Don't worry, I know. Don't worry. We just use that same concept in primes, which is why I was thinking about primes when we were looking about finding all the. Let me find the function. Where's your function is prime that you made? Here we are. Yeah. Is prime. Now, so the tricky part, I guess, would be in. We know when to stop. Wait, there's a formula to count how many divisors there are using prime factorization. Ah, see, look at that. Look at that. Brains are connecting off each other. Let's find that formula then. See, this is why the collaboration works. Brains bouncing off each other. Because that was my go-to, was let's utilize the primes to break it down, and then it's okay. Count divisors with prime factorization. You'll never see it coming. Ah, okay. Yeah, I found it. Whew. That's right. All right. Yeah, we got something. Cool. I didn't know that formula existed. This is my favorite part about this, is that we're finding, or like I'm personally learning about all the formulas that you guys have seen. Which makes it very enjoyable for me. I think you need to do prod there. I don't actually know. Was that e to the I? I don't know. Don't worry. Take the exponent of each prime factor, add 1 to them, then multiply that big boy. Okay, so yeah, of piece of I, take the exponent of each prime factor, add 1 to them, and then multiply. Let's see. There we go. Oh, here, I'm writing it out incorrectly. Whoops. So I'll call it D for number of divisors, I guess. Okay, just real quick. Okay, yes, that is the right thing. Equals 1 up to n. The total number of choices is I don't want to write this out. I don't want to write this out formulaically. The number of divisors for each prime, they're e to the I plus 1 as you suggest, and so the total number. Why am I writing it out like this? Okay. I want it in proper formulaic fashion. I'm trying to find the actual. Where's the actual exact formula? I mean, I don't have to, but I want to. This is okay. Oh, I can write it like this. So if my number is the n times p sub I to the e sub I, then that gives us that the number of possible ones is gonna be the product of I equals 1 to n of e sub I plus 1. Is that correct? So let me just wrap my head around it to make sure I understand it correctly. So using our example here of 36, if 36 breaks down into 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12, 18, and 36, then we have different prime factors. Okay. I forgot 9. I did forget 9. See? My inability to count. My inability to count strikes again. So then it'll just be my different hey Gonzo, good to see you. Good to see you back again. E sub I. And in this case, E is just brain try, sorry. Just exponent. I straight up started falling asleep there. You can tell my brain is so 100% there. All right, let me write it out as a physical example. Okay. Hold on, now I'm just distracted reading stuff. Give me 1 second. Let me, oh, that's why I'm like, that's my brain not working. Okay, let me just do it like this. Where is a factor tree? Yeah, exactly. My thought was just exactly right as a factor tree. 3, 2, 3, 2. So we just get 2 to the 2, 3 to the 2. There we go. That makes sense. Okay, so I don't like that n is being used there. Why is that n being used there? Was 1 to the 36. Insert e to the I, certain exponent. So then d is going to be equal to, okay. Take exponents 2, add 1 to both, 3 and 3. 3 times 3 equals 9. Yeah, so n is equal to, yeah, there you go. 2 squared times 3 squared. Yeah, the prod should have a bottom as piece of I is prime. That's why, yeah. Can I do a such that logo? Can you like such? No. Nope, guess not. There is a such that, and I don't remember how to do it. How do you do such that? I mean, honestly, doesn't matter, but it matters to me right now. Anyways, irrelevant. Yeah. Well, there's a space there now. It's something. Oh, I know. Mid. That's. I don't know if you're just poking fun at me there. Can you do H space in this one? No, I can't. Dang. If I could do that. There we go. That looks nice, I think. I think that looks okay. Okay, being the operative. Oh, yeah, you're right. Ah, well, yeah, that makes more sense. I don't know why I didn't think that before. I wonder if H-space is also like that. No, H-space I think requires you to have borders and like margins, and I don't think the markdown by here inherently has margins. I don't know. The VS Code Jupyter Notebook, and even Jupyter Notebooks in general, but VS Code Jupyter Notebook is interesting to say the least. It's unique, to say the least. Okay, so yeah, so anyways, so if 36 2 to the 2, 2 to the 2 plus 1, then D is equal to, the product is going to be of E to I. We broke that down. 2 to the 2 times 3 to the 2, so D is going to be equal to E to the I plus 1. E in this case is 2 plus 1 times 2 plus 1, because there's that many. I don't like that n. Why don't I like that n? That implies 36. The number of divisors of n is the number of different products you can make. So that's one part I don't like, I guess, about this, is that why is that going from 1 to n? Such that p is prime. That, oops. That n right there makes you uncomfortable. Anyways, So that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that checks out. So the goal is then we break down something until it has however many. Oh, I forgot to. We break it down until the bottom should be what you just said. Do you mean like, oh, do you mean like the bottom of the product? No, that should be piece of I. Whatever. So then if we want to count up to such that D is that, so take the so take N. Hey AJ, welcome back. Oh yeah, you did actually show up almost exactly an hour into the stream. Take N, and then from there, find its primes. Ooh. How am I gonna do this in code wise? Because I have to do this in a way sequentially that I have to then solve for D. No. You had an interview dowry? Do you mean I had an interview? Sorry? Or are you saying that you were given a dowry? Like a series of gifts? A series of gifts for conducting your interview? Is that what you're saying? Like you're getting married to the job? What was the interview for? How'd the interview go, actually? Actually, marriage interviews are a thing. And that's, I guess... Are you getting married? Does Jen know about this? Is Jen gonna be okay with you getting married behind his back? Oh, I'm getting distracted. So I want to show... My want to show is... D, is it greater than or equal to, or at least 5, have over, so it should be greater than 500. Let's see. So if I want to move through all these, so I'm going to be counting up. Oh, I have to be also generating the triangles. Divide by 2, continue until not integers, then go to the next prime. Divide by that until continue not integers. That seems... Yeah. Is that what you had initially suggested in the thing? Like, that feels... I guess, yeah, okay. Divide 2, continue until not an integer. So continue until mod, and then divide by that. X prime. Okay. So we're gonna need a list of primes. Very fun. Very fun. Okay. Now we can actually start writing code. So first we have to generate our triangles. So I guess while... And we're gonna set D equal to 0. Okay. Well, D is less than or equal to, oops, sorry, 500, I guess would be a way to do it. We have to then check if it's, we made a little function that's like Def create triangles. And that's gonna be the sum. Be can I sum broad? Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Anyways, sorry. I for I in range of n. That should sum across the entire list. And then just gonna do that. Is there anything else why would I need to spend time doing that as its own function? Whatever. You know what? It's now one line. You know, it would be one line already. Ta-da! Boink. But then I'm not counting by n. It doesn't actually matter. I don't know why I'm putting so much additional thought into this. No. Then I have to be adding n. God damn it. This is not the way to do this. This is not the way to do this. Where's my music? Anyways, why am I saying that sum? Just call it triangle. And then I immediately forgot what I was doing. Find primes of n. Okay. Where's my little function for that? Yep, okay. I'm gonna change this, but no, but I don't want to be summing it. I just want to be finding those. I want to be creating a list of primes. And then I have to... Oh, God, that's going to be stupid. Okay. Oh! No, it won't be. Because what I could do is I could do this all in here. Okay, yeah. Save myself some memory. Save myself some memory. Okay. Try. Wait, do I just loop that? Oh God. Oh God. I loop it until it's not an integer. Move on to the next prime and then... No, I want it to return the prime itself. I want to return the prime itself. It's prime. Exact. Oh wait, no. Oops. Where's my scroll wheel? There's my scroll wheel. No, because if we add it to a list, then eventually we have to go through the entire list, and instead to save memory, my idea is just return false, and then this is going to return n. There we go. Instead of true, we're going to return n. So if is prime exact, and then the thought process is I need to paint my nails again. Sorry, the thought process is, so if it's not false, it'll return an integer, and that integer will be a prime. At which case we divide everything. Hold on, wait. What am I looking for? This is my problem with these. I get so bogged down in processes that I forget what I'm doing very easily. Have I taken my I have not taken my meds this morning. 1 second. Probably a good idea to take your medications. I think it's probably going to help. And then, okay. So I want to show that D is less than 500. So I find primes. Right now I'm just searching for primes. Focus on one step at a time. I'm searching for primes. So if we do have a prime, then we want to... enjoy your lunch, maybe? Enjoy your food. I'm getting bogged down in the specifics. Even the Pacifics. Yeah, piece of I is a prime. Okay, what am I looking for? Hold on, I need to break this down so that I can think about it. What am I looking for? I'm looking for... I want to do this. I want to take individual primes, factor them down, and then sum them. So... I add it to a temporary list of primes to denote each number. Okay. So that actually will be important. We'll define that at the beginning of each loop. Then... this is wrong. So after we have our primes, we then need to run this, where we say, but how do I factor it down? Okay, wait. Divide by 2, continue until not an integer. Go to the next prime, divide by that until not an integer, then continue. Oh, I get what she's suggesting. Let me write down a piece of paper. So 36. We start with 36. We divide by 2. I get that to a list. Yeah, 36. 2, 9, Okay, I see what she's saying. I see what that suggestion is. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me back up. Let me back up. That's what it is. That's what it is. Getting bogged down. Start at the beginning, get out of your chair, look at it, and talk through the process you've been doing over again. Yeah, that's a good idea. Although the twist, I've been standing this whole time. Standing desk, baby. Yes, going back to the start is what helps me. Refining that idea of what do I want to show. Okay, so I take the 36. So I find... Oh, I don't even do it at all. I don't even do it at all. So, if that's true, divide, and then we count it. Ooh. And then I can find doubles. Oh, that's a function, I think. I think that's a finding doubles in a list. Python duplicates. Oops. It just tells me if there is duplicates. Anyways, I just realized, why is my model like looking down so much? Okay. Proceeds to start looking down again. Yeah, I'm in that form. Instead of worrying about where that's what I think. I'm jumping ahead and then worrying about where I'm potentially gonna get bogged down. Not gonna worry about that right now. Instead, primes. And I. You know, if it's prime, then we're gonna have to do a loop where we divide. Like Colgate Bank. Alright. Bye-bye. I need to step back one step at a time. Divide it by 2. So first we find our prime. Our first prime is going to be 2. We divide that by 2. And then we continue to divide it by that until that many times 2 exists. Okay. Then, yeah. Divide. Oh, what's the word? Factor down. Factor. N and E. Hey, Abdel. I do remember that username. I do remember you hanging out at one time. Yes, you are remembered. You thought this was math for a second? It actually is math. It just happens to be math utilizing programming concepts. But it is a math problem. So if we factor it down, what am I doing? While n mod p is not an integer. Back, had to go to an interview with your dad. You were doing an informational interview with the NSA. Ooh. Oh yeah, you were talking about wanting to leak government secrets. And you were asking us what government secrets you should leak. What government secrets should you leak? You should leak them all. You should leak them all. Leak every government secret, Jay. I want to know everything. I think Cheese left to take a shower, but I want to know everything. So when it stops when it stops cleanly dividing. When it stops cleanly dividing. None, you need this job. Ah, dang. Sag. I want to know what the government's up to. Tell me. Tell me. So, well, it does not cleanly divide. Sorry. While it does cleanly divide, then we get n is going to equal n divided by p. So, and then once, and then once that completes, we simply return n, and then we'll factor down after that. So, and we need to return n, and also we need to return the number of times this happens. The number of times this happens. Okay, then it can work. So, with that in mind, like a dictionary. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Prime. Primes should actually be a dictionary. A dictionary. Yes. Stop judging my word choice. Yeah, food truck is nice, but being a small business owner in this economy, nah, not happening. I concur. Factor, right. We want why am I doing it like that? It should be primes of I and no, that's the second term. The first term is gonna just be whatever the number is that we want to iterate through. So this doesn't work. No, this doesn't work. Wait, no. Hold on a minute. This doesn't work. So we have the new number that we want to divide by. And we have the... Oh my goodness. What the hell is this n? What does that n even do? Triangle. Gonna be this. Oh, that's what the n is. Well, it says n is currently 0. So this doesn't make any sense. N should start as 1. For clarity. No business ideas, time for plans of creating an OnlyFans. I've said it before, I will create an OnlyTans. Just me tangents. I don't know. A lot of the NSA people only have their first name and last initial pairs. It teaches them not to give out their full names because it's technically classified. Ooh. Ooh, that is cool. That also, I guess, makes sense. Because it would be easier to identify someone by their last name rather than their first name. First names are more commonplace. I'm getting bogged down again. Primes, create a blank dictionary. 0. Factor down. This creates a problem. This creates a problem for me. We want the triangle, but we don't... Funny enough, I don't actually need this function at all. We want the triangle. The triangle. We want n. N is the triangle, and then we want new n. We want I. But then we want triangle to equal something new. So this can't be a, this has to be a while loop. This has to be a while loop. I don't like nested, but I like the idea of doing nested. Okay. Okay. And then we move triangle down. Okay, that's how I do it. Creating a fight club. How do you get money off of that? How do you, where does the income? What's the income? How does this work? How does this work on a financial scale? Oh, Prime, shall we do a sub? Okay. Oh. 0, 0, well, it's less than triangle if it's a prime. So we kind of initialize the prime. Then we count the number of primes. Okay. Are we good to go? And then the final step is... I didn't really eat today, oh my god. Knocked out people can't. This is true. This is true. But I think that borders on a scary concept, so we're not gonna delve into that. What was I doing? Oh, and then I need to establish... Okay, okay. And then finally here. for what is it? These values in primes dot. Can I just do it in primes? I don't remember how to do that with the dictionary notation. Moving the using dictionary in Python. Oh, I see. Oh, it's items. Okay. Key value pairs in items. That's what it is. Items. Then you're a registered doctor, so it's I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. Your Honor, me stealing was a GTA reference. Oh, that's okay then. That's okay then. As long you know, GTA is a solid game. You're supporting the gaming industry by referencing it, by committing crime. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. For key value in primes, right? Ugh. And then it's just blank to the power of blank. And then we take the product of all that. Right? Oh wait, no, I just need the e's to the I just need the e to the i's. I just need the e to the i's. Why am I bothering with this whole dictionary thing? Right? Because I just need the two. One. I just need the powers. Why am I doing this whole dictionary thing? I don't need that. I just need the powers. I can just have time count this. You know what? I got the dictionary already. I'll use it. You want to stop being an officer, but he's weird and not taking your bribes. God, that is so rude. How rude of him. Jeez. Goodness. You'd think he'd have the common decency to get bribed. Well, what were you bribing him to do? That's another question. Oh, and then I have to define the product. Here, let's do product. That should be 1. Should not be 1. I have to do this in a bit different way. I have to do if so products can equal 1 first. Product can equal 0. Product does not equal 0, then do prod equals times. I just need to value. Else prod is going to just equal. Okay. Am I getting anywhere? Primes. I don't know why I bothered. I didn't need to do that as a dictionary, but I chose to do it as a dictionary because yes. And this is going to be fine for our test case. And then finally, instead of prod, it's actually D. And we have to redefine D every time. The D has to start out as 0, and then every time we no. No. Yo, yes? No? Wait. What am I looking for? Question of a lifetime. I keep asking myself. Yeah, look at the problem. No, let me look at my notes on the problem. Okay. Yeah, D is what I'm looking for. +1, the prime. Oh, that's what it was. Value +1, +1. Oops, there we go. That should do it correctly. And then I just have to make sure that D is actually what I'm looking for. Yes, so this is going to reset D equal to 0. And then, sorry, that has to be D. That has to be D. That has to be D. As an animation artist, a good career choice. One of my coworkers got a degree to be an animation artist, or an animation, like a digital artist, some animation, some 3D modeling, and they currently can only work part-time and not in the career of their choice. I think it's anything artisan like that is very difficult to get off the ground, as I understand it. So, I mean, I'm the wrong person to ask, because not all my field, but from what I understand, it is very difficult to get it going. Okay. All right. Let me go through this quickly. So D equals 0, N equals 1, test case is 9. We sum it, y equals that, next triangle, that, and at the very end, print D. NumPy is not defined. Fair enough, right? That's true. If you do furry art, that's the his prime is not defined, right? Where are you? There you are. I need to start a new notebook at one point. Let's see. So D should come out to be 9. I think I'm running this correctly. No, furry art is where it's at, unironically, for financial gain. So we have our primes. We have a triangle. But the real question is how much real rule 34 you will put of it, because that'll determine how monetarily viable a career would be. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's kind of crazy. You know what gets tons of money is making fursuits. I'm pretty sure is very lucrative. Yeah, you just have to. Yeah, every good paying job requires you to sell your morals and values. Yeah, pretty much, more or less. See, there's nothing inherently wrong with furry art. But it's if you're willing to get into the depraved corner of the internet, then you have to be willing to sell your morals. And that's where the most money's gonna come from. Hey, Kikato. I hope you're doing well. This feels like it's gonna take a while to run, but... and that's just for D is less than 9. That's crazy. So equal to 9, we have our primes. A triangle. We sum across this to generate our triangle. So this generates... y equals 0. Well, I is less than triangle if we check if it's prime. If it is a prime, we then factor it down until we can no longer factor it down. And then we redefine it by having the corresponding prime be denoted. Wow, this is loop within loop. This is triple nested while loop. This is horrible. And have your morals align with being a furry gooner. That's true. Listen, if you want to make money, VTuber art. go learn how to do rigging and art for VTuber, and then you can charge like $400, $500 a model. But even then, it's difficult to establish yourself, really, in the space. Oh, my headphones are off. Is it playing Alien? Oh, it is! Yeah. Alien is so good. I've had my headphones off for a bit so I could think. So this is taking a while, and this is just to run for 9 factors. Because this is a triple nested while loop. I hate this. Wait a minute. We never even defined... We never even defined the factoring function. Holy crap. So it was stuck. It was stuck in a loop somewhere. Okay. Yeah, let me define this. Let me define primes. Where's my isPrime function? Courtesy of Ava. So the concept, the thing that makes me happy is that the concept is down. It is just a matter of... Okay, so where was it getting stuck? That means it didn't even get to the factor part. That's rough. Well, I is less than triangle. Oh! That's why. That's why. Because I was not increasing. That's why. See, there we go. Okay, that's wrong. That's wrong. It should be 9. So what didn't it like about it? You flip the coin. If it's tails, you become a furry animation artist. If not, you become something else. If it's tails. That's clever. That's clever. I like that. Need math ideas? You gotta be more specific, Akato. What exactly for the math ideas do you need? Let me just figure out where this goes wrong. Mod p is equal to 0. N divides that. Return n and I. Our new triangle is that. Why did it get one more 2 in there is what I want to know. Equals the value plus 1. I'm actually curious. So instead of this, print me every time when we get here. Print me up the key value pairs, maybe? Oh, I know it. Hold on. That. Why is it doing 18 there? Where is the extra? Do a complex variable presentation, but you have an idea of the theme the teachers just said to be unique. Oh, that's rough. I don't like that level of direction. Welcome back, Eva. I don't like that direction. A game called Horses. Like the basketball game? Imagine you hit problem 512 and it's wrong, and everyone who got there managed to make the same error, including the writer. Presentation of complex variables. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's tough. Do you have anything? Oh my god, you could do it. You could do it on the you could do it on the triangle I hate. You could do it on the triangle I hate. The complex unreal triangle. with the length 0 side. That's what you could do. Good idea. You'll just need to be transcendent. Horses was the weird game banned off Steam. Oh, that's terrifying to think about. If it was banned off Steam, then what? How bad was it? How depraved was it? Jeez. Because Steam has got some shite on there. It's got some stuff. To say the least. I don't know if the triangle would be enough to do a presentation on, unless you can get really in-depth on it. But like how large scale does this presentation have to be? Yeah, you could do it on the triangle. Hold on, so where am I doubling up? I'm getting like a ×2 in there or something. Solution to polynomials with no real answer but real coefficients. That's true. We do it with only complex solutions to polynomials that only have complex answers. That could be kind of cool. That could be cool. What triangle is this? It's a triangle where excuse me. It's a triangle where one side is of length 1 and another side is of length I, which means the hypotenuse is of length 0. I think that's what it was. It was what was it? I swear that was what it was. Let me think. Yeah, because you had a squared plus b squared equals c squared. But the thing is, it violated the... Did it? No. It didn't violate the triangle inequality. Crap. Hold on, I gotta figure out why I'm getting doubled up on that. Why I'm getting doubled up on this. Why am I getting doubled up on this? Say we want to do... Let's just do d equals 5. So if d equals 5, your favorite. That for a while was, I think, one of my most viewed streams, was just me complaining about that triangle. And I don't know why. I don't know why it popped off. But it did. So the answer to their... Oh, wait. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Yeah, the length is a metric. There you go. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay. People were like, no, but it satisfies it. It satisfies it. And I hated that triangle because it's not a triangle. It's not real. It's a metric. And the metrics are, in fact, strictly positive real numbers. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You see no triangles? It's in a very, very old stream. It's like one of my first math streams from like a year ago. Hold on a minute. So, I'm doubling up somewhere. Where am I doubling up? Where am I doubling up? Primes, values. Yeah, because our keys. The keys are the number of times But that happens, so that's all good. No, that won't work. Back in the ancient days. Back in the old days. Back in the old days. Oh! 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 O'Reilly! That is why. Thanks, I feel old, Poisson. Happy to oblige. Happy to oblige. I'm glad I've made you feel like you've aged 1,000 years. Good job. Good job. I'm very, very proud of you for now being a well, not grandfather, it's a grand them. I think I figured out the issue, by the way. What was the word? Did I see the word foyer? I did. This can't start there. That is to start at 2. And it still says 18. Fiddlesticks. What is it doing wrong? Because I thought it was maybe counting that as a prime. So while I is less than triangle, we then count up until triangle. Okay. We said let me run it through step by step for myself. And I'm going to this part of the Euler stream where I transition to sitting. Let's go. If you stop streaming the next hour, you see everyone next stream. By chat, by streamer. Thanks for stopping by, Jay. Okay. Let me fix my mic. This is what it comes down to every time, where it's like conceptually, I get it. I have the equation. And then just comes down to implementation is where I fall short. Which is honestly preferable for me. Like, I'd rather fall short in programming implementation than mathematical implementation. The thing is, it's just not at a value where I can reasonably do it mathematically. I guess in theory I could, but okay, let me just double down because I'm getting in theory. So if we had 5 of those, no, that does not mean I don't need D. What I do need is I shouldn't be printing D, I should be printing N. Maybe 25. N plus 1 maybe? How'd I get 25? What the heck? Oh. What? You're going crazy. It's fine, we all are. What? What? And plus equals 1. I in range of that. For I, sorry, I for I in range of n plus 1. N has to start. No. So n has to start at 1. That's true. How do I get 25 there? No, I want to. Oops, I want to print triangle. That's what no. God, that doesn't work. Because I keep redefining triangle. That's incorrect. Okay, where'd I make a mistake? Where did I make a mistake? Y is less than triangle. Prime equals true. D should be less than 9. So D starts at a 0. That's fine. I'm currently lost myself. I'm currently lost myself. This was supposed to be me getting a lot of them done today, but I don't think I'm gonna get any of them done today, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna step away from this. I'm gonna step away from this now. Okay. I need to sit back and do this again from scratch. I got so bogged down in it. I need to do it just from scratch, from the top. Have notes for every piece I do. And then I will be able to figure it out. What it was, though, Abdel, was using programming to solve the math problem that was on the screen. And it just, I got very bogged down very quickly. Ow. Ow. So I have to, from the top, I'll figure it out. And just because there's so many of these, and I don't want to reserve these all just for like, 2-hour stream so I can do a problem or two, I'm probably going to start doing these behind the scenes as well and uploading them as shorts so you guys can see the process. Because I'm going to, because I want to take the time recording all the work I do towards them. But there's only so much time I can do them on stream, kind of thing. Okay, so like I said, but I'm glad I got the thing down conceptually. Ava, as per usual, came in at NBP, coming in with a formula I'd never seen before. So props to Ava, much appreciated, as per usual. Props to everyone who helped me, even if I made no progress. That was a programming issue, not a math issue. Okay, so I think I'm gonna end stream here. I'm gonna work on this behind the scenes. I'm gonna quickly just do it. I'm gonna post a short for it maybe later today. And then tomorrow we have an Undertale stream. And I've learned that the entirety of my Undertale playthrough is just going to be an excuse to make very stupid thumbnails. Which I already do like making stupid thumbnails, but even stupider thumbnails. But yeah, so the answer will be given, just I'll probably post it tomorrow. What I'll probably do is have it go live tomorrow morning. I think that's what I'll probably do. Anyways, I've been Poisson Invariance, or Mathematical Maestro and LaTeX Linguist. I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. And bye-bye.